What is a funnel? A funnel is a process or a system or a resource, but more than anything, it's a way to turn strangers into informed prospects and then ultimately customers. As a business owner, somebody that works in and around marketing and sales, I can tell you that the warmer a lead is, the higher propensity for funding. What does that mean? That means that if we want to convert on a lead, it's much easier to convert on a lead that has been introduced, that has been warmed up, that has been qualified. All of that can take place within the marketing funnel. One of my favorite things to do is let things fall out of the marketing funnel so that they don't make it into the sales funnel if they are disqualified. This is a big conversation that we have daily, weekly, certainly monthly, as to the quality of what's being generated and how can we increase conversions, how can we increase quality. I can promise you we leave no stones unturned when it comes to sales or marketing, because we believe that there's really only one variable in sales and marketing, and that is your prospect. That is the person on the other end receiving the marketing, receiving the sales calls, receiving the emails, right? It's really important that you understand when I talk about a funnel, what I mean is I am referring to how things work to turn that person from a stranger into a prospect, into a customer. A lot of different things are going to come into play with that. You know, it's really going to be based around the types of prospects, the types of funding that you might offer or have access to. But the next layer of that becomes who got approved and who didn't. The next layer becomes who applied and who didn't. The next layer becomes who answered the phone and who didn't. The next layer becomes, did we ever get a lead or didn't we? There's layers to it, right? Here is like the most basic breakdown of how I would look at things. I kind of mentioned this before, but start with identifying your target. What industry, what geography or region, how long in business, how much money are they making? I don't know if you guys know this, but did you know that you can actually make more money when businesses qualify for more money? When you know that there's businesses out there that you could technically just go target a little bit higher qualified borrower or qualified business, I can't tell you how much that's going to then increase your chances of conversion. There are a lot more players out there that will help more successful businesses than will help less successful businesses. The next layer is then going ahead and marketing your landing page or creating a process around marketing the service that you have to offer. It could be ads, emails, images, social media. You can do webinars like Tony. You can go to events in person. You can go business to business. So that landing page will collect their initial information, and then it will say, great, if you'd like to complete the application process, please do so and click here. And then boom, it brings them into DocuSign. They complete the DocuSign application. They can either upload their bank statements to a secure link, or they can connect their bank account through Plaid, similar to like a Venmo or Zelle or any of these payment apps, Cash App that are out there. Any of that is available all at your fingertips simply by utilizing your landing page. I'm a firm believer that you should utilize that landing page. Pro tip, save it as a contact in your phone. Then when somebody reaches out to you and says, hey, I need funding, you can literally just share a contact called My Landing Page link, and you send that to them. And now all of a sudden they click your link, they're locked in, they're applying, and you didn't even really have to get all that involved, right? The next thing is you should monitor your pipeline. Track the conversions, leads to applications, to approvals, to fundings. The more leads you have, the more chances you have to get an approval. The more approvals you have, the more chances you have to get a funding. Funded deals, right, is what we're looking for. As you make your way through things, it's important that you know what funded means. If you don't know some of our products, or you don't offer some of those products, well, then it's really going to be of advantage to you to partner with ROK and to offer all of those products. We take that thinking out of it, right? We've vetted all the best banks and lenders out there inside of all of these different products, and we then offer those products and services as an extension of our own by making them compete. This is true fact. We make them compete for your borrower's business, for your customers. And in doing so, that really allows you to understand that your customers are getting the best rates, the best terms, the most amount of money that's built around exactly what they're looking for, right? Regardless of what they qualify for, regardless of what they're using the money for, we have a home for everybody, and that's the main point. You got to be able to service customers' needs, right? So at the end of the day, this is how we do it. It's important that you guys understand it. I want you to understand that it's really like a 1, 2, 3 kind of process. We call it the 3 N's. We need a business owner, and we need their name, we need their phone number or contact information, name, number, need, right? They need to have a need for financing. We are able to help businesses because of their use of the funding. And this is the most important piece. So when you provide somebody, us knowing their name, their contact info, why they're borrowing the money, we can take it from there if that's the partnership that works for you, right? You can be as much involved or as uninvolved as you'd like. Sit back and earn those commissions. There's a lot of people out there that offer money to businesses. Not every one of them has thousands of 5-star reviews on Google and Trustpilot and various other review platforms. They don't have the same reach in the industries that we do. They're certainly not at all the industry events like we are, keeping up to date with equipment financing and AR and factoring and commercial real estate. Ready to use marketing tools. It's everything from landing pages and email and text campaigns to done-for-you flyers and ads to social media content, all available at your fingertips. And then really understanding that we're a fintech company, financial technology. That's what we are. And as far as tech goes, we're constantly at the forefront of rolling out proprietary or industry-leading technology. I didn't directly mention Salesforce, but you guys all have direct CRM access powered by Salesforce through their communities experience, where we've built out a custom portal within our CRM that you guys can log into and get access to all this great stuff. We also have a ton of, like I mentioned, proprietary technology, everything from the marketing part of things through the sales process, things like our loan offer calculator, things like our detailed loan analysis. So every deal has a deal tracker status that lives within the CRM. Basically, you can follow from pre-underwriting, through approved, ultimately and getting that deal all the way to funded. You can track all of your progress. That we provide the direct points of contact information on every transaction that's being worked, right? So even if you're somebody that might not have the same person working all their transactions, a lot of times that is the process. But even if they're not, right, you can go into that individual transaction. You can see exactly where it is, what's going on, what's the stage, what's the status, who's assigned to it, when was the last time they reached out, did they leave any notes, right? And communicate back and forth. It also has all of their contact info. You can connect with the business finance advisor and get any more information that you might need. Thank you guys, and keep rocking, everybody. Have a great day.